I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man would clutch at a straw, little by little, without realizing it. I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Yeah, well, except for the overwhelming evidence that you're not insane in this particular situation. Just throwing it out there. There's a little light thing nearby, but I don't really feel like grabbing it. We've got plenty of supplies, to be honest. Oh, driving. I'm not good at driving in any game, unless it's Twisted Metal. And that's only because there's guns at the end of that. Or like NASCAR 97, that's only because I turned around and wrecked everyone and then won. Fun game to do that. I feel sorry for whoever's truck we stole. I'm gonna go up here real quick. Chapter 4, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna go to that psychiatric place, and then we're also going to be going to the old gods of Asgard's house, or farmhouse.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KB.
Sorry, I actually was really liking that song. I need to find my Alan Wake soundtrack CD. Such a good soundtrack. Such a good game, you know? I really wish that we would get a proper sequel, because let me tell you, Microsoft, look, I have all the consoles. I don't stick with just one, so, but I would really like Microsoft to get some exclusives going. Love me some good exclusives. So far, not really. Titanfall, well, that's on PC. That was okay, I guess. I actually haven't went back to it in a while. It was fun. I really like it. It's just never had a reason to really go back. Spent most of my time this year playing Dark Souls 2. Good game. Really good game. I don't know. This year's been kind of odd so far. But then again, when new consoles release, we always have some sort of we're in some sort of weird purgatory limbo where, you know, things aren't as good as they probably should be. Like, people are foaming over Infamous Second Son when that game was, I'm sorry, open world game that you can complete. I didn't even get my copy really early, and I completed it in like 5 hours. 5-6 hours. It's not a long game. Not a long game. Longest part's the Augustine boss fight.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
It's a museum that no one works at? Guess we'll be traversing soon.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wait.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him. I had to get to Mirror Peak. It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
I don't know about that. We've been hit by things possessed by the darkness, so wouldn't that be technically closer to whack this in the face? Why is there, like, crates of revolver ammo just lying around? I mean, not that I'm going to complain about having an overabundance of supplies, but, you know. Oh, crap. As long as you stand by an inanimate object that isn't possessed, you know, you can kind of divert the possessed object's trajectory. You know, on the plus side, Alan, you're probably getting out all of your homicidal tendencies, so... you know, look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. We... Curse you, dark objects!
What the hell?
The darkness. You know, that thing that's been chasing us for a while.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Why doesn't the darkness possess a car? Is it because the light's in the car? Woo! Get out of here. Haha. See you all get me from up here. And then again, they're dark spirit kind of things, so maybe they can just follow us. What? Not dark spirit things. People possessed by the dark. Or the evil of Cauldron Lake. You know, why Alan? Why'd they go after Alan? Why not another, I would go after, like, an author that was a horror author that had a, you know, Alan doesn't really write horror. Well, I mean, he wrote Night Spring. That's kind of a Twilight Zone thing, so I would go after a horror writer, you know? Or, you know, screenwriter, something. You know, Shinji Mikami, go after him. I know he's not a horror writer, he makes horror games, but still, go after someone like that. Although, again, maybe a possessed programmer isn't quite as dramatic as possessed writer. That worked out well. Ugh. Yoink. We're just about done with this episode. Just about. Oh, we're at max batteries. Yay.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Maybe they are. How do you know how the power company operates? Huh? Thought you were a writer. Ow. Ugh. We're gonna be dodge running the entire way. No! Possessed! Isn't it odd that the woman that's like the light, you know, is so obsessed with the light and everything, hides a lot of her supplies in caves and whatnot? Very dark places. Seems a bit, you know, non-helpful. Well, that flare kind of just fell. Ugh, almost there.
I had
good
no
thing
real
these-
plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Might as well. Seems to be about as good as a plan as any. Goodbye, darkness-possessed person. There are indeed supplies in here. We don't really need them, though. Do not need them, especially since we're just going to lose all of our supplies at the end of the episode anyway. We've got more than enough. Okay, yeah. Haha, a spot lamp. Screw you all, I win. Sort of.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Please, it already has, Alice. You lost her a while ago.
Shift may cause cancer.
It may. Never heard that the graveyard shift may cause cancer. No, haunted crap.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, they got the car part right. Maybe they should possess cars that are running. I mean, yeah. You like Stephen King so much, there you go. Yay, batteries. I'm glad that packs of batteries are left out. Run. I do believe we're going to go through some caves here real quick. Caves are always fun. Always. Yay! We did it! Victory!
I needed a key for the door.
Puzzle solved. It's a good thing the darkness didn't possess those keys. We'd be in real trouble then.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Man, you'd think the darkness would be a little bit faster than Alan, considering he has to actually walk. The darkness can kind of just, you know, darkness its way over. But whatever. Whatever works for the darkness incarnate.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
So he's not that bright. Not all of us can be writers.
Birds.
Ah! Ow. What? Wait, what? Disperse, vile birds. Man, it'd be really crappy if the darkness were to possess those little walkways right there. I mean, you want to guarantee that Alan doesn't progress. Bam, there you go. I do believe there's a little kind of, not really hidden, but off the beaten path area you can go to, and yeah, down here. I actually really love this scene.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Caves always kind of freak me out, but I don't know, I think they did a really good job with this scene in particular.
Alice? Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Good scene, I think. Good scene. Just really short and quick, you know. But, you know, it works for me. I guess one of the more tenser scenes in the game. This game's not really scary. Well, again, it doesn't really call itself a horror game, but I don't know, good thriller, which I think it calls it a psychological action thriller. Certainly a different genre in gaming, I'll give it that. You're either just kind of first-person horror, or you're, you know, third-person, or you're tank control horror. There's usually not much in between, especially for thrillers of all things, you know? Get some flares here. No! Hey, hold this for me. Ow. Oh, crap. Forgot to tap the button. Do. I won't kill you, cave monsters. I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Run! Sort of. Or, you know, run out of breath.
I have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Maybe it could. Maybe it'll cause you to plummet to your death. You don't know. You don't know, Alan. You don't know everything. Not very, difficult, or doesn't really have, that many difficult puzzles. It's mostly press button, progress. Nothing really taxing, which is fine. I don't expect it to be a Tex Murphy game or anything. By the way, good game. If you haven't tried it. Good game. Climb faster, damn it! Your wife may or may not be held by a kidnapper. Should have went to the police with that. Hell, this guy may be too stupid to even use like a burner phone or something, you know? Look at that strength. It's raw manpower. Yay, flares out the wazoo. What do we have up here again? Ah, yes, another manuscript page. I think we have to use it across a lift. Yes, yes we do, right there. Right there. I do believe this is one of the longer chapters. I swear the others aren't this long, or they don't feel it. Out of my way, birds.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Yeah, life sucks for you. I mean, what could go wrong? Precariously going over a, you know... Oh yeah, the flares are just gonna kind of fall into the pits of oblivion. No! I do believe we go tumbling down onto that bottom part right there. We... Lucky you're not dead. Didn't really need to do that for two regular guys. Oh crap. Oh crap.
Shit.
They threw a train at me. Seems a bit overkill, don't you think? Chucked a train at me. Well, you know. It happens. Ah, the darkness shifts and stirs. Huh. Can he outrun them? Can he hold them back? Yes, yes he can. Maybe the darkness is an actual witch. It's called Cauldron Lake. I don't know why anyone would ever trust a little rickety wooden bridge like this. To me, this just screams death. Incidentally, this was where the last thermos I was missing was, on the left side. Bring it! Parting gift. We'll hop run our way out of here yet. We are very close to Mirror's Peak. Man, I bet it kind of would be hard to catch someone in the woods like this. Just so many places they could go. So many caves and whatnot. Hell, hide out in that ghost mine and you're pretty much set. Seems kind of pointless to have a little obstacle like that literally take a second of your time. What do we have here? Some shotgun ammo. I do believe we're going to get ambushed at some point in here, if I'm not mistaken. Will we? No. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. Nope, right there. Okay, enough slow motion. That's pretty much what you do on a nightmare mode, just try to outrun a lot of the enemies. This fighting mob is bound to get you killed, you know? And we didn't have to fight any of them. We just ran right past them. What was that, 2, 3 flares?
Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
We're pretty much here
I
now.
was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
You will probably find something you're not really looking for.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, Zane. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't.
So that is episode 3 of Alan Wake. What will happen to Alan next? You know, probably some more abductions and all that fun stuff. But yeah, end of episode 3, on to episode 4. See you then.